Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You watching my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing a review of Ambition Season 1, Episode 8. I think this is about to be ending soon as well. I think this might be 10 episodes. So we'll see how it goes, but it's good, y'all. So, alright. Alright. Where can we go? Where can we go from here? Alright, let's start from Bella. Alright. So, Bella True is trying to get her line. So remember, Evan told her that she's got a contract with Valentina for Corozon Textiles. And she's supposed to be meeting with Valentina to discuss the deal or stuff like that, because she's supposed to be spearheading one of the lines. First, Bella was talking to her mother, Inez. And said Inez looked at the house and said, you got to have a house for you and Roderick and for Joaquin. And so she said, Ma, me and Roderick broke up. She said, what do you do? She said, why I got to be me, Ma? Like she said, because she said, I know how you are, so like that. And basically she said, she know what, she had to focus on herself. Focus on her kid, herself, and working on this stuff. So we don't have to do anything else. I'm not worrying about no Evan. I'm not worrying about Roderick. I'm worrying about me and my son, Joaquin. But she was telling her mother, that, listen, you are still attractive, beautiful woman. You need to get somebody for yourself, man. So like that, don't be sitting here being miserable. Find a man. And she said, nah, I'm all good. I'm good. Joaquin is the only man I need to take care of. I said, okay, cool. And so, well, she's supposed to be meeting with Valentina. So she got a knock on the door. She was so nervous. She's like, okay, cool. Here go. When she opened the door, we met Ignacio. I said, oh. I forgot where he's from. What, he was a star? I think he was a star. I don't know if that was him a star or not, but I know that face from somewhere. Ignacio is basically the chief financial officer for Corazon Textile, and he's standing in Valentina. She said, I thought I'm in Valentina. He said, yeah, all that stuff, but she sent me here to look at all the provisional contract and all that stuff before we sign them on permanently. She said, provisional? He said, yeah, you have a 6-week trial basis, and we check you out, and then we do like you, then we go talk on more long term. She thought it was permanent, and he said, well, Evan Lancaster's recommendation got us reviewing you, focus on you right now, or something like that, but you still have to prove yourself for the longer run. So she said, asked if I prove myself, what's the next step? She said, well, the next couple of days I'm gonna give you some fabric or something like that, and you need to show me what you got. And she said, okay, cool, I got you. So later she met with Evan, because Evan and trying to get visitation rights to see his son. Remember, Bella is still holding Joaquin, what the fuck I'm saying? Joaquin away from Evan, because all the stuff they going on between those two. So try to keep her son away from him. I said, that's not going to keep the son away from his father like that. So he said, I got to see my son no matter what, or something like that. She said, no, you lied to me. So whatever, if I could do like I did to you like you did to me with this freaking contract. I know about the provisional shit. I should give you a provisional contract and have you 6 weeks to see how you is or something. And then after that, I figured out if you just do anything longer. I said, oh, Bella, stop it. Listen, it's all the time you need your break. Let him take care of his son. Fuck out of here. Come on now. So she said, oh, I can't trust you. She said the mutual, the feeling's mutual. I said, okay, y'all two is getting my nerves right now. I mean, get it together and let's move on from this. And so that's that. So it's cool. So later on, Ignacio came back to the house, and she had an impromptu like fashion show and went there in 24 hours and put this thing together. I think 24 or 48 hours. I think 2 days. And basically she had like five models, different fabrics and stuff like that, and running down the apartment. He was taking pictures. He seemed like he was very impressed, and he said, well, Bella True is really intriguing. She said, what, my company? She said, my company or the woman? He said both. I said, oh shit, this gonna be brewing between y'all two. Don't do it. Because remember, when Ignacio first came in, Bella and the mom was like, damn, he said, you look fun. And they was like, oh my God. And they said, I'm single. He said, okay. And Bella True was holding his hand like for a long time. He said, can I come in? I said, oh, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop. But it seemed like he's a little intrigued by Bella. So I said, we will see if it's Ignacio and Bella start doing some romancing, and then Evan will get all freaking in his feelings. And we don't know what's Roderick doing that, because Roderick is pissed off because Bella played them. So later on, Bella was in her apartment about to cut something out in the magazine, and she get a knock on the door. I said, "Oh, Nasia came back for some more." I said, "What is this, Nasia? Y'all not even permanent yet. There could be missing business and pleasure." But no, she get a kick at the door. Kick at the door. She opened it up and it said "whore." I said, "Oh, Roderick, I know your feelings are hurt, but damn, really, but gosh." But yeah, she was holding down the door. But I ain't gonna be called a whore. Like, come on now. She was a whore. She just was doing what she wanted to do. But God, let it go. Move on. So, called her. She said, "Oh, interesting, Roderick." And she took the middle of the day and just started eating that cake. I said, "Oh, don't let it face you, girl." I hear that. So that was that. Okay, so Marvis and no, before I go there, let's do Rondell and Kent and all that stuff. So Rondell is still trying to get the petitions, it's like that, because she's trying to get the signatures. She's trying to stop that figure order for happening. Greg Peters, stuff like that, because he's still trying to get House Restaurant. That's the only spot that, sorry, that is preventing him to get his project going. So they was like, listen, she's trying to get the signatures, she's trying to go going, she's trying to go do it. And she said it's tough a little bit because we had to go out and get this and people come out and stuff. She said, you know what, Kim said, I wish I could bring somebody to your doorstep, all these people to your doorstep. And she said, okay, you know what? That's a good idea. Kiss him. I said, that's a good idea. Bring people to her instead of she going out and spread herself thin and trying to go all that stuff. Bring the people to her. So, you know, she had to make some food, all that stuff. And she said, before you get food, sign a petition. Food after you sign a petition. If you don't come no food before you sign a petition, girl, because there's no free stuff going on here. Sign a petition, then you get food. All right? So, that was that all that stuff. So all the crazy, all this time, no, that was that. And then all of a sudden, in this freaking, we see this lady walk in and strutting her behind us in the damn restaurant. Her name is Desiree. Apparently, Kent and Desiree had the past together. They went on a couple of little dates, but he realized they didn't have those comments that he thought it was, so he ended off. He cut it off with her. But since he cut it off with her, she didn't stop blowing up his phone or something like that, because I guess she couldn't stand the rejection. And since he's a councilman, he got power and status, and Desiree's the type of chick that want to cling on to people who got money. So that's what she trying to get on and putting up, touch each other's feelings and stuff like that. And you could tell he don't really want to deal with her. But Rondell was getting upset. He said, "Oh, what's going on?" Moved around, went away, walked away from it. And she said, "Oh, you handle your little thing with Desiree." So that's that. So she was cleaning the table, getting a bar to eat that. She said, "What's going on, girl?" And he said, "You didn't see that was going on with that freaking Desiree all feeling touchy all Kent like that?" And senior girlfriend was like, "Listen, that chick is always around the way, girl. She do whatever she wants. It's like that. She do what she do, and she see what she sees. She gonna keep going after her." So that's what that. She said, y'all two is not gonna be slut shaming this chick." And she said, "Ain't nobody slut shaming her." And it was like, he said, Rondell said, "I got too much stuff going on to be distracted with some kid." And so she said, "No, that's right." I was like, "Oh, okay." So later on, Rondell called Kent back over, and she got on her nice little blue dress. And I said, "Oh, you got that freakum dress, girl. What are you trying to do? Trying to break up with him? Why are you trying to break up with him?" Because I thought she was gonna break up with him at that time, because she said she didn't have time doing it. So I thought she was gonna let him eat down easy. Said, "Listen, we can't do this." But he confessed and said what he said. I remember I told you that he confessed that they had a couple of dates, because before he said, "I know this girl around the way and all that stuff." We wasn't interacting like that, all that stuff, but she kept stalking me. And so Rondell was not having that. And then he finally revealed, and she said, "That's a chick you want to entertain, all that stuff like that. That's a chick you go after." He said, "No, I don't really want the girl. I don't only want you. You the only woman I want." She said, "Oh, say that again. Say that again." He said, "You the only one we want." And she just gave him a nasty kiss. And she said, my daddy's not here. We can go upstairs and get it in. He said, oh, ooh, say that again. Follow me. Get upstairs, and they was knocking the boots. I said, go ahead, Vondell, get your thing. And it seemed like Kit was locking that. And she's like, ooh, 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 eating the box, getting all that stuff. They got a good lover. She needed that. So I said, oh, okay. All right, we'll see. All right. That was good. So let's table off that story a little bit because something else piece to that. So I'll come back to that. All right. So Amara and Titus, right? So Amara was working on was in the treadmill, busting up the sweat, busting that sweat down, and Titus came in. He said, "Oh, girl, you gotta calm down. What you doing over here, all that stuff?" And she was just questioning them because she didn't realize at 4:30 something in the morning she woke up and she trying to get downstairs and she didn't see Titus. And normally he supposed to wake her up when he going somewhere, but he didn't do it. So she was worried about what the hell he been. She said, "Where have you been, Titus? What have you been, Titus?" And he said, "Nah, this is going on. It was no big deal, boo. It was like, come on now, I'm alright," or something like that. And he said, checking on me. He said, "You know how I worry about that stuff. So what happened? What you with?" He said, "Well, I don't remember, but I was driving on down I-95. She said, "Well, you don't remember or you were driving down I-95. Which one is it?" He said, "Dang, you're interrogating me. Like, come on now. This not your job." She said, "You know, it's a habit. I'm sorry. It's a habit. But what's going on?" And he said he was going driving or something like that. It was okay. It was nothing. It was no big deal. It was good. So that was that. So Amara talked to Damon in her office. She told Damon that she told Titus about them two working together. He said, "I didn't take it." He said, "Well, he ain't so happy about it, but he got to deal with it." And he said, "Oh, it's all right." She said, "Listen, at the end of the day, you don't know any details." Oh no, he said, "Ask how he take it." She said, "You don't need to worry about all that details. Just know that we are all right for now, stuff like that, and it's go cool." So he had suggestions to say, "Oh, it's done. You go." And he had suggestions. He put Stephanie's picture next to Evan. He said, "Just don't take the type of woman that doesn't know what her husband, low key, dirty tactics is doing." And she said, "Oh, how you figure?" He said all that stuff, and it's about past history and know some things. And she said something. He said, "Oh, you know something about her?" He said, "Oh, it's a long story. You don't have to worry about that." He said, "Keep an eye on her because she knows more than you let on." He said, "Okay, cool." So then we see Titus. David was going to the parking lot, and we see Titus in the parking lot trying to figure step us toe to toe with Damon. He said, "Oh, I know about this thing." He said the name of the woman. I think he says, what was it? What was it? Oh, I can't go back. It was somebody. It was a past case. As in Steph Lester, or something like that. I think Steph Lester. And he said the name Steph Lester does sound a bell. And David looked like, so oh yes, don't mess with Titus. Titus got you. So I've always said, Titus, running down with the heels. I said, "You better calm down before you trip and fall though with that heels." Well, she ran and said, "Titus, no, we can't do this." Like somebody told me about you was at the parking lot, and I said, "No, that can't be my husband." But yet I see him and the husband. You got their hands up in the air. You got no, that's not hands up. It's not hands up, y'all. It's not hands up. But so she saw him. Like he walked away, all that stuff. So David said, "Nah, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. He gonna be punking me and putting me back in my corner." 'Cause remember, that's the story that Stephanie blackmailed him of. They say if he don't do what she want him to do, that she will reveal this, blackmail him and reveal it out. And remember, he basically slept with the guy's wife and worked with the judge to get the deal that he wanted. So he basically fabricated stories and stuff like that to get this guy in prison, and why he was sleeping with this woman and stuff like that. I said, "Oh, you were doing a lot, boy. You was doing a lot." So that's what it was. That's his MO. He sleeps with the wife and go get even with the husbands. So the husband this time was at the jail while he was sleeping with the wife to fabricate false charges against this guy or false evidence against this guy to put him away for life while he's sleeping with this guy's wife. So it was like, okay, but now see how it is, and then he said with Marva try to get that back at Titus. So it's like that. So David was like, I'm gonna get him. So he hired two guys to come to the house. So he put up some money. He said, the one guy said, I don't get down like that. I don't get like that. I said, what you talking about? He's cute. He's fine. You better get down. So I'm so playing. No, don't do that. Don't do that. You don't get paid for your services. All right. So he said, no, that's not that type of thing, but I'll make it worth your while. So it's like, sit down. And he said, hit me. I said, oh, snap. You going to pay this guy to beat him up and pin the beating on Titus. I said, I see this off a mile away. So that's exactly what happened. He got the guys beat him up, took a picture of his beating, called the cops, sent the cops to Titus' house. Kamara and Titus was talking, and this was Titus revealed to Amara that he was down there. No. This is not the time yet. But it was Marva and Titus was talking back and forth. He said, what you was doing in the parking lot? What was on us? What's going on? That's my stuff. And he said, I didn't want to talk about it. I want to talk about this. And to the freaking police knock on the door. And he said, good. She said, oh, yeah, Dad, talk about this, Titus. He said, I'm done talking about this. So, let open the door. He said, Officer, these are Titus Hines. His hands. He said, yeah. He said, were you under the arrest for the assault of Damon? She said, Mama said, I was right there with him in the parking lot. He didn't even touch Damon. He was all good. And they was like, no, this not happened. He said, it happened that Damon got assaulted right by the hotel. And she said, this must be the better understanding. He would never do something like that. He would never hurt anybody, all that stuff. And he said, you better back away. You better back away. You know the protocol. He said, you're going to attorney. She said, he is an attorney. And all that stuff and all that stuff. She said, Titus, no one said to go with him to do, and I get you out. So got there. I think she did what she did. He stood the night at the thing. He said he was very uncomfortable. He came home. He sat in the back like this. I said, oh, Mama, do something to your husband. Do something to your husband. Do something. Make him not feel upset. She said, can I cook you something? I said, he don't want no food. Straddle him. Do something. Shoot, that will make his mind go off a little bit. Just a little bit. But no, Titus, he's not going to let that go. He was like, it's on his mind. So it was okay. She said, what do you did at 4:30 in the morning? Please tell me. And that's when he revealed that he was driving down to Alabama, Birmingham, and to investigate. She said, what you doing down there? He said, investigate. And he told her about Stephanie Lester. I think that's the name. But call me. I said it in my past videos. Go back to past videos and find out the name. But it was Steph Lester case. And then he told her about the thing, and she was like, oh. She's like, well, it's not good for you to go out there or stuff like that because we can't do that. And people think that you is more to it and you stalking him and stuff. And he said, I don't give a damn. He said the best way to fight somebody that's crazy like David is to be crazy. I said, sometimes it's true. Because play that defense, a good offense, good defense, the best offense or something like that, whatever. Or the best offense, a good defense. Play, it's not going to work with some people. You need to play dirty with fire, play dirty with dirty, and play crazy with crazy. In this case, David is crazy, sometimes he got to be crazier. So, she said, oh, okay. I said, all right. All right. So, we see that Stephanie and Greg was going at it. I said, oh, Greg is stroking and said, oh, I said, oh, I like it. Greg is good too, and Stephanie is doing what she does. She's a good looking woman. So I said, chocolate and vanilla, and I'll make this world in the van, boom, boom. But I was like, okay, so so they were getting on, and all of a sudden, Greg family, his cousin came to the door and stuff. He saw it. He said, oh, shit, Stephanie, pick up Stephanie on the shoulder. I said, damn, don't be whooping me around your shoulder like that. She said, what's going on? What's going on? I mean, the same thing. I said, what's going on? We're going upstairs. Like, you could have said something like that. You had to put me on the shoulder. And he said, no, don't say nothing. Don't make a sound. Don't make a piece. She said, what's going on? I was getting nervous, too. Throw his clothes on like she a freaking $2 hoe. I saw, like, went upstairs. The cousin Natasha. I said, why I gotta be a Natasha, right? Why I gotta be a Natasha? So it always started freaking crazy chick with like Natasha, it's like that. I mean, come in. So she said it was basically was like, listen, my my uncle is not unhappy with what you're doing. It's like, listen, you got 1 week to get this thing together, or I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna finish you. And I said, oh, and he get punched and he got kicked down. And Greg, Greg is never scared. So I stopped. And he said, kissing the lips and said, oh, you got 1 week and I'm coming for your ass. He said, okay, cool. Walked out. So Stephanie said, what the hell is going on here? All that stuff. And he said, oh, you didn't tell me your family this crazy now. You put my life in jeopardy and I don't deal with that. And he said, oh, no, it's all good and all that stuff. She said, all right, I believe. She left. So she went to talk to her mother, Irene. And Irene clocked Stephanie. She said, I got to wait to get Greg and all that stuff like that. And this place. She said, what you doing with Greg? All that stuff. She said, I just got him wrapped around my finger or something like what I got him with him. She said, oh, okay, cool. And he said, well, Wandell, if she keep going on doing, I'm afraid because her family is crazy. And he said, that's what we got to do. And I tried. Obviously, I tried, but I failed, hon. And she said, okay, cool. But she said she gonna handle it. She gonna do what she gonna do. But she told Stephanie, she said, listen, Stephanie, if you go play and fool around with somebody like Greg, you better understand you go control the flames. And you go play fire with a person like Greg, you need to control the flames. Because it's not going to be a burn. I said, trust me, hon, I know. I said, ooh, go ahead, Irene, school your daughter. Shoot, Irene, no, she's a G. Alright? So, and I thinking Irene clocked her daughter, know that her daughter was freaking messing around with Greg. I said, don't try, he got him when you want him. I said, girl, you were sleeping with him. That's when he got you when you wanted. Alright, so Irene went to see Evan. She said, listen, you gotta get your sister to drop this thing. And he said, no, I can't deal with y'all family or something. She said, I said, well, they're about to get a petition, the signatures like that, and it's like, go beat y'all. She winning. She said, we'll see about that. I said, oh, okay, we'll see. So Irene found out how to hurt Wandell. Basically, the website that Wandell is getting a petition is that you got to interact with that website and reverse the signatures or do something to the signatures to make it seem like she can't get the signatures anymore, or the signatures got disrupted or something like that. And that's exactly what happened, or this corrupted or something like that. Exactly what happened. So, Stephanie got her right hand man Chase to do this. So Chase was doing that and got that. And Stephanie went to see Greg and said, listen, your family gonna be happy, so your family don't have to worry about what's going on, because I gotta find a way. I figured out a way to shut down Wandell and get what you want. He said, how you gonna do that? He said, just say I got what I got. I did what I had to do to make it happen. He said, oh, I can't. You turn me on. Let's do it. She said, we gotta get in this chocolate candy. It's closed. And she walked away. And basically what happened that Rhonda, after she got her little rendezvous and little freakness with Kent, walked up the next day and she was so happy with the city. She said, oh my God, you're gonna be happy, all that stuff. And you did it for me. And you believe in me, all that stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, she was happy. And all of a sudden, she checked it and saw it was something called corrupted. And he said, well, basically 60% of the votes, the signatures that you got, had to be reversed because it's invalid, basically. And she was crying. I said, oh, Wandell. And Stephanie was in behind the scenes saying, you hear that? Okay, great. Thank you. And she said, Wandell, but you're not getting what you're going to get. I said, oh, snap. And that was the end of the episode, y'all. Ambitious is good. It seems like it's getting close to the end. And we'll see how this goes. But please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. And tell me how y'all think about this episode of Ambitions. And see y'all on next week. All right? Peace.